The Committee on Parole is called back to order. The time is 11:42. Today is November the 17th of 2022. We are currently, remote location is Concordia Correctional Center. Would the staff at Concordia please introduce themselves? Is there someone there with you? Sir, are you Mr. Cockerham?
Yes, sir.
Is there anyone in the room with you?
No, sir.
Okay. Mr. Cockerham, would you give us your full name and DOC number?
Johnny Cockerham Jr. 559915.
Thank you, Mr. Cockerham. Let me explain our process to you. I'm going to read some information into the record, and then the board is going to conduct a parole interview. At the end, you'll be allowed to make a brief statement before the board votes. Do you understand our procedure?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is the matter of Johnny R. Cockerham Jr., date of birth September the 15th of 1991. It's classified as a third felony offender. He has a parole eligibility date of August the 14th of 2022, an adjusted good time date of May 19th of 2023, and a full term date of January the 16th of 2032. He is currently serving a 15-year sentence on the charges of possession with intent to distribute hydrocodone and possession with intent to distribute synthetic cannabis. Is that accurate, Mr. Cockerham?
Yes, sir.
Cockerham, your case is assigned to Ms. Pearl Wise. She will begin our interview process. Would you please answer any questions she may have?
Yes, sir.
How's it going?
All right.
Good, good. Call out for the record, how old are you today?
31.
And how long you been in jail this time?
3 years and 2 months.
3 years and 2 months of a 15-year sentence. Okay. Did you complete Steve Hall back in 2014?
Yes, ma'am.
What did you learn in that? What do you remember?
I remember mostly talking about living, how to conduct anger and things like that.
Okay, all right. What would you say is the reason you're back in jail? Why are you back in jail?
Making the wrong choices.
What choice did you make that was wrong?
Not living right. Things
What was
like,
not?
ma'am,
What was not living? What were you doing that was not living right?
just living in the streets. Things I know better now than what I know then.
Okay, so you just don't want to talk about it. Okay. Were you using or were you selling?
Using.
Okay. You went back to using. Okay. I do want you that there's law enforcement opposition to your early release. It looks like you've had living in balance. Yeah, you had living in balance, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So what do you do every day now?
I work for Overhead Doors
How long you been working for them?
since September September of 22. I mean 21.
And there was something indication that they're gonna keep you on when you get out. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you want that job? You gonna cooperate with that?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you in any classes right now?
No, ma'am. I was just taken out of a class out of Living in Balance 2 because of
Because of what?
my job. I wasn't making it in on time to make my classes.
Oh, okay. I sure hate that.
I completed Cajun Rage as well.
I saw that. Yeah, 11, 22, 21. Good. So it sounds like you got the tools and you just got to figure out what to do with them, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, that's all I have, Chairman.
Thank you very much.
Where are you from?
From Gibson, Louisiana.
And where's your job?
My job is in Faraday.
How far is Gibbsland from Faraday? It's pretty good distance,
It's almost like 2 hours.
right? So where are you gonna live if you get the job or keep the job Overhead Doors?
Yes, ma'am.
How are you gonna get back and forth to work? That's a long way to commute. So what's your plan?
I was planning on finding a place in this area and living out here. That way I'll be closer to my job. But my father has a job also located that way, back where I'm from, that's closer to my home. And then I gotta, he's supposed to be writing y'all with the address of the job and stuff.
Stop talking. What kind of job is it?
It's like yard work and stuff like that.
Why would you want to take that instead of a job where you can maybe advance? And I mean, yard work is seasonal.
Yes, ma'am. I was just till I get myself together and get situated where I was able to move out here and find a place. I was just gonna work with my father.
It's a good idea to move back to the place where all your troubles started, or to get a clean start at a new place, away from the same people and places. You learned that and Celebrate Recovery, didn't you? You
Yes,
need
ma'am.
to change people and places.
Yes, ma'am.
So what do you think would be the wisest decision?
To move out here, find me a place out here.
And if your boss thinks highly enough of you to want to keep you, don't you think he might be able to help you try to find housing?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, you know, you said you learn how to make better decisions. And so know what the wisest decision would be. So what does that tell you?
Move out here. Find me a spot, find me a place out here to get with my boss man to help me.
That sounds like a much better plan to me.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, that's all I have.
Thank you, Ms. Johnson. Is there anything you'd like to say before we vote, Mr. Cockerham?
Yes, sir. I just want to say that I finally just think that I learned my lesson this time, and I don't want to keep making the same mistakes that I've been making most of my life. And I just want to come home and do right for my family, for my son, and for myself as well. So I'd rather live out here and work with this job because it's things that I learned that I didn't know. I learned a lot working with working with Overhead Doors. So I would like to continue this job working with them.
All right, good answer. Panel ready to vote?
Yes, sir.
Ms.
Yes, sir.
Wise? All right.
I'm glad to hear you say that, and I believe you, sir. I want you to know I believe you. You won't be on a screen again in front of a panel again if you do what you just said. But for me today, because of your good time date in May of 2023, I think you need to stay in and get better situated to get out so you can stay out. It's not about getting out, it's about staying out, and you need to get convinced of that. And also, you have very poor supervision history, law enforcement opposition, you're a moderate type. So this is really, one of my colleagues say, a golden ticket for you.
Yes,
So you
ma'am.
really need to handle it wisely. And also, when you get out, I would encourage you to get involved in AA and NA meetings at least 3 times a week to stay clean and sober,
Yes, ma'am.
and go to church. That's just my suggestion. I can order that. Best wishes to you, sir.
Thank you very much. Johnson?
All right. Likewise, Ms. Cockrum, I think you have turned the corner. I do. But I think you need to get a little bit more money in your pocket before you, right now, you have free room and board,
Yes,
right?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So more money that you can put aside, the better able you will be to get out and make that transition to Faraday. So I'm going to deny you, not because I don't think you're going to be successful. I'm going to deny you because you're getting out next year on May 19th of next year. That gives you all that more time to start talking to your boss. So I want to move to Faraday. I appreciate that you want to hire me. I'm going to need some help trying to find a place to stay. So that gives your boss a chance to try to help you out and give you a little bit more money. So I'm not denying you because I don't think you're worthy of it. I'm denying you because I think you need to get some things in place, because I really don't think you need to go back to business.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't think that, okay? So don't take this as a discouragement. You know, take it as we have faith in you. And we want to make sure you've got what you need to be successful, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Ms. Jackson. Mr. Cockerham, you have 2 votes to deny, not because we want you to stay in prison, but it's because we want you to get a little more security under you. You can get your place to stay there, so work with your boss. So we're very encouraged that you're not going to come back for us if you do the things that you say you're going to do. So while you're getting a denial today, it's not because we don't believe in you, it's because you're getting out in May. We want to see you get a little more under the belt. So good luck to you.
Yes, sir.
That was the most upbeat, positive, and loving rejection I have seen to date. I still question, though, again, when he gets out, he doesn't have any restrictions, so why not let him out and give him restrictions? But I guess he doesn't feel he has any of those problems. It's more about just making sure he gets out of the town where he lives and he's set up with his boss. But what if his boss just doesn't want anything to do with him? Like, what if he was just saying that his boss would take him back? Because there are very few people that will take people back in this situation. So I don't know, but I hope it works out.